Hi guys, Ron here and welcome to the workshop in this early morning. Today I want to do a different video, but since many of you have been asking about the new Madone SLR and when am I getting it, I decided to address this one instead. So a lot of bikes in here at the moment, and here's my current road bike. So that's the Madone 9, and I've made many videos about it, changed many parts, done a lot of maintenance on it, so you probably know it very well. It has a project on paint job and everything. Extremely neat setup. Lately I've upgraded the cockpit to basically an NV setup, so I'm sure you have seen that one as well. And the question popped up a lot in that video. So yeah, when am I getting a new Madone SLR? To be honest, I was never planning to, because it's not a major upgrade in any way. Of course there are disc brakes, there's a rim brake version. So the best answer I think would be I'm getting a new Madone SLR when Trek finally decide to sponsor me instead of I sponsoring them. And they sent me one for review and they let me keep it, so that's basically the most realistic version of me getting a new Madone SLR. Of course there are questions appearing lately that whether I'm planning to sell any of my bikes or not, or where are my two spokes, why did I sell those, etc. So as it stands right now, I'm not planning to sell any of my bikes, and I never really did, even though I changed my time trial bike in the spring. And the only time I do that basically is when a customer approaches me and gives me an offer that is good enough for me, and then I build up a new bike. So until that happens, I think I'll be staying on the Madone. Well, I mean the current one. Another possibility of me changing the new Madone SLR, of course these have lifetime warranties on them for the frames. In case my frame cracks, I'll be pretty sure I'll be getting a new Madone SLR rim brake frame set. Other than that, there's no reason to upgrade, because, well, I've already talked about disc brakes on my road bike. I would like to have those, but it would be really inconvenient because then I couldn't share wheels with my time trial bike. So until they also make a very good time trial bike with disc brakes, it's not a good option. Then the other thing they've upgraded on the rim brake version, it's a refresh. I think it's easier to adjust, but no major difference. Still no standard direct mount brakes, which would be an improvement. So this way it's not a big deal. Then in terms of comfort in the front and fit in the front, well, I've addressed that with my MV bar and stem, so that's really a no-go. I've done the same thing as Trek have done with the SLR, and then at the back with the new adjustable ISO speed in there, I never found the rear comfort to be lacking. In fact, it rides very smooth, and now the front is on par as well. So overall it's an extremely rounded package that I have here right now. The third kind of deal breaker for me is the new H1.5 fit. This one is an H1 and I still have it slammed all the way, 140mm stem, 17 degrees negative rise, so I run a pretty slammed and long and low position. With the H1.5 it's a bit taller, a bit shorter, so it would kind of negate that, what I've just done with my MV cockpit. That's not something I would like. And then finally, it's a thing, even when talking about the disc brake bike, there's something that really annoys me, and I'm going to show you just in a minute. So it already happened on my Trek boom. Well, it happened, but it uses the same thing. So Of course, being this a disc bike, it has true axles. You can see the true axle lever right there. And the thing is, this is made by DT Swiss, it's Bontrager branded, and it uses a 12 times 1.75 thread. And as far as I know, no one makes a flush through axle for a hex key with this kind of thread. This is the Maxell standard, by the way. They make tons of those for the rear, but none of them fits the track fork, because of course it has to be fit a 100mm hub, and with that thread. Now on a cross bike it's not such a big deal, but on an aero bike such as the Madone SLR, I would really like to have that flush mounting option. So just like I have on my Epic for the hex key, and if I had that, it would really grind my gears, you know. And finally, if I were to sell this bike to, let's say, a generous buyer that would offer me a good amount for it, yeah, good enough amount, I should say, then what would I get? Well, to be honest, I don't think it will be the Madone SLR. It will be a disc brake bike for sure, even despite the inconvenience with the time travel bike, but still, I don't really like how the new shapes and the new proportions of that bike turn out. And yeah, as I said, I couldn't really get over that true axle thing. I know it's a detail, it's minor, but you know, it just wouldn't fit the bill for me. And actually the bike I've been looking at is the new S-Works Venge. It has a really nice, really clean design. It's very light. There's an option also for that very light black satin paint job that I have on my Epic right now, and I really like that. Plus you can fit a standard cockpit on it, so I could fit this MV bar and stem straight onto there. With the new Madone, there's no such option yet. You can only use their own cockpit, and yeah, it just seems like a better overall package. I prefer the looks and the design of that. So if I had to buy and choose a new aero bike today, it would likely be the S-Works Venge in that nice black satin color, of course set up with SRAM ETAP HRD. I could probably use my MV 4.5 ARs that I have on my cross bike right now, perhaps the 7/8 as an option, but these for the general all-round setup, and yeah, that would be it. Okay, so I think I've addressed this and all of the points I wanted to make in this road bike upgrade thing. For now it's not happening. Could change, of course. I don't know what will happen in the future, in the following months, but never mind that. If you want to see how my current bike, or perhaps my other bike, so TT bike, cross-country bike, how those are set up, then don't forget to tune into the channel and subscribe. It's all up to date. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.